Hello 30 Rockers and welcome back to 30 Rock. Today is day 186 on my journey towards better health through diet and exercise, and I gotta tell you, it was just a fantastic day. And one of the things that I realized all over again is that part of life is just showing up. And it's probably the biggest part. So I had a full day, a busy day, a great vegetarian day. Wasn't 100% vegan, wasn't 100% raw. I had some luscious tomatoes for lunch, and there was some potato salad left over from our party, and so I had a little bit of potato salad as well. Rushed off to some more meetings, and basically was meeting after meeting and then getting some deliverables done, and just kind of a cram-packed day. Dealt with a couple of surprise issues that came up, and it got to be about 6 o'clock. And part of my protocol right now is if the sun's out, I'm trying to hit golf balls every single day because it's physical activity. I enjoy doing it. I found something that doesn't feel like a burden to do, and it's physical activity. And so I was fried, and I was sitting there going, I really should, but I'm too tired, and I've got so much still left to do that I need to get done today. How can I possibly do this? Hemmed and hawed about it for a few minutes. The good thing is I got to get out there before the sun goes down. I can't just put it off 3 or 4 hours. And so I said, okay, fine, I'm going to go do it. And I did. I was energized within about 10 or 15 minutes and just had an absolutely fantastic time. Felt good when it was over, just rejuvenated and ready to go and spend some time with the family and just kind of conclude my night. And so many times, I think that we avoid those situations. We know what's good for us. How many times have you ever been to, where you've got a commitment to go to a party maybe, and you say, it sounds really good while you're making the plans, and then the day comes and this comes up and that comes up, and you say, oh geez, it's just too much. I don't want to do it. And sometimes you just don't go. And other times you do. And typically once you go, you have a good time and everything's great. And I think that with our eating, with our exercise, we got to show up. If you're working out at your house, if you're going to a gym, if you're hitting golf balls, if you're out riding a bike, running, whatever it is, you got to show up each and every day. And I know this, and this is one of those scenarios where, if I would have looked at, the checklist of the 10 things I know to be true, which is a checklist I don't have, but maybe I should write down. One of the top priorities there, one of the top things would be, you got to show up to make anything happen. That's the only way you can execute in life, is to show up in the first place. And so it was just a good reminder. Showing up felt great. Like I said, even on the drive over there, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm up for this or not. And when I got there, I was like, okay, swung the club a few times, and I wasn't ready yet, obviously, if you would have seen where the balls went. And then warmed up, and everything was good. So my encouragement to you is to show up, whatever that is. If that means, going and getting some fresh local produce, if that means showing up, at the gym, or whatever the case may be, we have to take that step. It's so easy to, sometimes you hear about people that are overweight like this guy, and they say, oh, I don't want to have to do all that stuff. I want to live my life to the fullest, and if that means I'm going to eat meat, I'm going to eat meat. If I want to eat pizza, I'm going to eat pizza. And that was me. I actually found, hold on a second, I was going to have it, but I don't. I'm going to pause this right now, and I'm going to tell you in 1 second. I'll be right back through the magic of cameras. See, it's like I wasn't even gone. So, for some of you that know me, one of my big problems is I'm kind of a pack rat. I mean, I keep everything. Not so bad that I'm going to be on TV as a hoarder yet, but I happen to keep a lot of things. Now, I wasn't intentionally keeping this. About, I'm going to say it must have been in September of last year, I lost a pair of shorts. Don't know where they went. They were gone. Sometimes that'll happen to me, where an article of clothing will disappear for an extended period of time, and then I'm doing some cleaning and boom, they just show up. So, a pair of shorts that I haven't worn since September of last year, found them, and in the pocket there's one piece of paper, which is a receipt for White Castle, no less. And I looked at it, and I looked at the things that I ordered at White Castle on September 17th, and what I consumed, and I looked at the shorts, and I said, well, let's put them on. And I put them on, and they promptly fell back off. Now, it's because I stopped showing up to White Castle that they fell off. And I started showing up to me and started eating raw foods and started eating more vegetarian foods. Started making sure that I know where my food comes from and eating healthy foods. And then after I was doing that for a while, I was able to take control and start adding physical activity into my life. It all started because I started showing up someplace new. The fact is, I had always been showing up somewhere. It was just showing up to the wrong places, like White Castle, instead of showing up where I needed to be. And I always justified a stop like this with, well, I'm busy and I'm in between meetings and I need to grab something quick. I'm hungry, I'm starving. You know, and part of that might have been the fact that I had undiagnosed diabetes at the time. And so I was craving the sugar and the fat and the salt and all those things, when really just changing my diet would have certainly hindered those cravings for those types of things. So it was fun to run across this weekend, and the old pair of shorts that no longer fit that I can give to Goodwill, and this receipt which was just a really good explanation for why I had those shorts in the first place. So still have a long way to go, still enjoying the journey. I've got some more exciting news to share with you yet this week, so keep coming back. Until tomorrow, keep making great choices out there, and rock on.